Every morning, millions of people across Delhi NCR buy a packet of Amul milk. Given the sheer volume consumed daily, it is easy to assume this milk is sourced and processed just outside the city limits. In reality, it comes from Palanpur, a town in rural Gujarat. That is a 900-kilometer journey from the consumer's doorstep. Because milk is highly perishable, it begins to spoil the moment it leaves the farm. Transporting a liquid this sensitive over such a long distance creates a constant race against rising temperatures. Maintaining the capital's dairy supply requires a system specifically engineered to move massive volumes across the country without a single break in the cooling process. The process starts in the villages surrounding Banas Dairy in Gujarat, which currently stands as the largest dairy facility in Asia. The sheer scale of collection is difficult to visualize. Every day, the facility gathers between 1.2 and 1.5 million liters of milk from local farmers. Once the milk is chilled, it is pumped into heavy, insulated road tankers designed to maintain a constant internal temperature. Collecting 1.5 million liters from dispersed villages is a massive organizational effort. But moving that much weight 900 kilometers before it spoils is a problem of pure physics and time. But standard road transport is too slow. Driving a fleet of tankers through 900 kilometers of highway traffic introduces too many delays for a product with such a short shelf life. Traditional rail freight is risky. Transferring milk between trucks, holding tanks, and rail cars exposes it to bacterial contamination and heat. Even a slight temperature rise during these transfers can spoil the entire batch before it reaches the city. To solve this, the dairy had to move away from standard freight logic and find a way to transport the milk without ever opening the tanks. Banas Dairy uses a specialized system called roll-on, roll-off, or RO-RO transport. Instead of pumping liquid out, fully loaded tankers are driven directly onto railway flat cars. This eliminates any liquid transfer between dairy and packaging plant. The trucks are locked into place, keeping the milk sealed in its original, temperature-controlled environment for the entire rail journey. This setup also accounts for final delivery. The drivers leave their vehicles and travel in a separate passenger coach attached to the same train. When the train departs Gujarat, it carries both the bulk cargo and the vehicles needed to deliver it, all in one move. By moving the trucks instead of the milk, the dairy bypasses 900 kilometers of road congestion. This keeps the cold chain completely intact from the village collection center to the final destination. Upon arrival in Delhi, the drivers return to their trucks and drive them straight off the train. They head immediately to local packaging plants to begin distribution. The milk is processed and sealed into the familiar pouches found in neighborhood shops across the region. The efficiency of this 900-kilometer supply chain is reflected in the price. A 150 milliliter pouch of milk is sold to the consumer for only 10 rupees. This level of logistical precision acts as an invisible subsidy, ensuring that essential nutrition remains affordable for millions of households every day. The dairy is now expanding its operations to extract energy from agricultural waste by converting cow dung into compressed natural gas, or CNG. This technology creates a loop where the waste produced by the cattle can be used to fuel the trucks and infrastructure that transport the milk. Efficiency at this scale involves more than just speed. By integrating waste-to-fuel technology directly into the supply chain, the dairy creates a system that sustains the 900-kilometer line it relies on.